Hey everybody, welcome to Haunt or Hype. This is my first real episode. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll probably make some mistakes, stumble along a little bit, but hopefully it's fun for everyone. We can figure out if they're lying or if it's actually something paranormal or whatnot. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so here's the first video we're gonna check out. It is featured on Sleep is Canceled. I kind of had some red flags pop up immediately. So let's take a look and just see how you guys feel about it. And I'll try to show some of the more obvious things. And we'll get going.
Number 7. No lights, no escape. A man named Antonio documented a series of horrifying anomalies.
It's got a nice place.
That just kept escalating inside his home. It all started when there was a power outage one night, and he was unable to get anything working to figure out what could have caused it in the first place. So using the light from his phone, he stumbled through his house.
All right, of course, power outage.
Room, which is when all hell broke loose.
Tengo mucho miedo. Me quedé solo en la casa. Me han pasado cosas desde que vi ese maldito video. Escucho cosas. No hay luz. No sé qué hacer.
All right. So he's got his camera rolling.
Ay, Dios, tengo miedo.
And yeah,
¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo?
focus right on the first thing.
¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Oh, mames.
One of his heavy wooden dining chairs.
All right, so this one's kind of funny. Of course, we got whatever he's directly focused on. The chair is the first thing that slides out. It slides a couple feet in one direction. That could easily be done with a fishing line or something. You wouldn't even see it in this because of the quality of the camera. So yeah, it pulls out, and then
dragged across the floor right.
Let's go back.
Ay, Dios, tengo miedo.
So it pulls out,
¿Qué pedo?
and then he looks under the table.
¿Quién está ahí?
Nothing there. Nothing there. Giving the other person who pulled the chair out time to sit up.
¿Qué pedo?
And then we pan over.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
Oh, look.
Mames.
There's a person's face.
Wooden dining chairs.
That looks ridiculous. That looked absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, obviously his buddy pulled the chair with some fishing line, and then they waited a few seconds, panned over, he got ready, he was sitting over there with his head like that. And yeah, that's a scary ghost. All right, so we're just gonna go into the next one because I think it's kind of silly as well. And yeah, let's jump in.
Flesh and blood. A creator named Gina was recording a beauty vlog for her followers. As she was testing her new hair extensions, she didn't notice anything odd going on.
Nothing odd.
But a high-definition camera was able to catch something in her video that made all of her viewers' blood run cold. Watch this.
Nothing odd here, just hair extensions.
Did you
Oh.
see it? Someone's head bobs just behind her arm, then walks past, vanishing.
So scary, so scary. Wow. Her uncle walked by maybe with his bald head there. You know, you can see his hairline, how he's going a little bald on top. Yeah, but that's so scary. I feel so bad for her. It's like the scariest thing ever. Maybe her 7,000 subscribers will jump up to 12,000 or something. Yeah, this one's kind of a no-brainer. But let's see what they say about this. Oh yeah, she's covering it up.
It looks like
Oh,
someone's
no.
forehead and head with short hair is moving behind her. She also says her floorboards creak pretty loudly.
Oh yeah.
So she would have known if her husband had crept back into the room.
Here's the question: is her husband bald? Did she ever mention that?
Weirdest thing about this is like a week ago, I was talking about how my daughter is not christened yet. She's 15 months old, and I was like, I feel like it's probably the right thing to do, like whether or not I believe it or not. You know what I mean? She can, when she gets older, she can decide for herself what she believes in. But I want her as a child to believe in it, just like I want her to believe in Santa Claus. She's named after my
Okay.
grandmother. And I was telling my mom, I was like, I need like a sign from somebody if it's real. And she's like, well, ask for a sign from your grandmother. My daughter, the very next day, went into a drawer that she shouldn't have been in and found a picture of my grandfather, my grandmother's husband, holding me as a baby, and started calling it Ella and Pop. I called him Grandpop. He was dead by the time I was 18, so she obviously never met him.
But she never ever mentioned her grandpa, ever, not once, right? So, yeah.
Figure is also completely solid, so it doesn't fit the normal ghostly description of these events.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Why would you even put this on your channel, you know? Why would you put this on a ghost channel? This is horrible. All right, so this one's full of gems. We're gonna keep going with this one. Yeah.
The Man in White. This TikToker was spending some time playing on his PC during the witching hour one night, but he was soon distracted by a weird noise
During the witching hour, which is what, 3 a.m.
or video he was watching. Once he took off his headset, he realized it was coming from right outside his window.
Estoy escuchando ruidos afuera. Son 3:30 de la mañana. Voy a no sé si salir.
Oh. Looks like somebody in a sheet.
Hoy no te tengo miedo. Tengo miedo.
Oh, there they are.
Date vuelta. Date vuelta. Date vuelta.
Okay. Not there anymore, huh? Not there. So, what I want you guys to notice is when he first walks out of his apartment, he does not look in the direction of the ghost at all. He just walks straight out of the camera and gives time to whoever was in that sheet to kind of get a little bit more space from him to make it a little more spooky. When he finally turns, he sees it, obviously, and is kind of doing a little saunter, walking side to side, kind of ridiculous. And then once again, let's go back a little bit. When he goes around the corner, when he goes out to see it, he doesn't look around the corner at all, giving that person time to even walk behind him. Watch this. All right, looking straight ahead, turn a little bit, didn't turn all the way. That person had time to walk behind him. And that's it. Like, ridiculous.
What the hell is that?
Oh, and not to mention that dog was like looking the other direction because the person ran off and it's just like, hey, I saw you walk that way. What this kid is now running and his camera's shaking so you can't see anything. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I think that one's kind of easy to call. But yeah, I also kind of want to just point out when he first walks out the door, there's a shadow right here. Maybe another one of his friends, maybe something he didn't notice. But what is that? Like maybe there is something going on here, but it's not what he thinks. Because look, it moves. What is that? That's kind of, they didn't even point that out. Like that could have been maybe another one of his friends, or maybe that was something that he didn't notice. Okay, so here's another one. I watched all the way through this already. I have my own ideas, but I really want to hear from you what you think. We'll watch through it, okay?
See that, man? Those damn noises again. Welcome to my life.
A lot of banging, running. Some noises.
Hello?
It's got a big house.
Hello? I'm by myself.
He announces he's by himself.
He insisted he was alone and ventured upstairs to check out the noise. As he crept up the steps, he felt a dark presence looming over him, but had no idea what it could be or where it even was. But as he got to the top of the stairs, he heard a strange whimpering that drew his attention to one of the doors, and what he saw made his blood run cold.
It's all very theatrical. It makes me want to believe.
Hello.
What was that? A flash of light? Oh, somebody's in the room.
Hello.
If anything, this guy's a pretty good actor.
Did you see that? Just after the whimpering ends, the door pulls itself close. As if that wasn't creepy enough, check out the cracks underneath after it closes.
Hello.
All right, let's get on with it. Let's build up all this tension.
A shadow clearly darts past the door a few times.
I can see it.
When he approaches, he bursts into the room to see who's in there, only to find...
Gotta admit the narration's very effective, very theatrical.
I'm coming in.
You can do it, man. Do it. He's so scared. All right. That's good. He's checking the whole room. Or is he? Very thorough check into the closet.
Swore I saw somebody in there.
Let's check under the bed again. And now, you see what I see. Okay, let's go back a little bit. When he first goes in, he opens the door all the way into that wall that has the closet. All right? So that door is closed against that closet. And he checks in here. There's nothing.
Swore I saw somebody in there.
All right. Let's do the bed again. Let's give a lot of time for whoever was hiding right here. See that? The door is now open. So there was space right here behind that door for somebody to stand while he charged into the room. And now, when he came back around, the door is open, so somebody must have slipped out. At least that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that just seems like that's what happened. And the floors are all carpeted, so it doesn't make much noise. And he's breathing heavy. You can't hear anything over him anyway. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much what happened. Yep. Empty hallway because he took so long. Could have went in any room or even walked
to him,
back downstairs. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. And let me know in the comments though, because maybe I'm way off base. All right, so we got another interesting one. It could go either way for me, but I'm kind of leaning a certain direction. Let's watch it.
back to his place. When he got there, this is what he saw.
Work, and my neighbors called and said that my light is flickering in my apartment.
Yeah.
So, let's go look. Nobody should be in here right now.
Fumble with the lock, make a lot of noise.
Bro, why is my pot?
I mean, this is scary. Anytime there's a stove that's on.
Why is that on? Why was that damn door? That door was not shut.
If you notice, every time people go into a room with their phone on, for some reason, it's always in right angles. They never pan around the room to look and see if there's anything in the room other than they just walk straight forward with a straightforward facing camera. I always find that kind of suspect.
I don't. Who are you? What do you want? I'm out.
Not only was the place in
So it did sound like somebody said leave. Let's see if we can hear that again.
Who are you? What do you want?
Right there, hear that? Leave. Leave. So either that was paranormal or it was somebody kind of in the other room saying it, but yeah, I don't think they mention it either in this, so that's interesting they don't mention it.
I'm out.
Not only was the place in a different state than how he had left it, but his oven burner was also left on. There is also a chance that he just forgot to switch it off before he left.
Of course.
But that doesn't explain the flickering lights. Nor does it explain something even creepier. Just after he asks, "What do you want?" to the entity, a whisper can barely be heard.
Okay.
What do you want?
All right, they did catch it.
I'm out.
It sounds like a woman's voice saying, "Leave."
All right, I get the point.
Or something
Maybe
else.
do 10 more
The
times.
haunting didn't end there for him, though. The next evening, while home alone, he caught this horrifying footage.
So I'm home alone again, and I'm pretty sure I'm seeing something go, like, in and out of that hallway back there. Oh my!
Oh,
What the is that? No!
if you didn't see that, hold on. It's kind of silly. It's honestly silly. You see that? You see fingers? Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Oh my! What the is that? No! Bro, I don't want to go back there. I do not want to go back there. There's nobody in this room, bro, and there's nobody under the bed. Dude, what was that? It was a freaking hand.
Nothing in your busted ass closet, bro.
Freaking hell, dude, I gotta get out of this.
And
I gotta
yeah,
get out of
you
this
know,
apartment.
real quick look in the bathroom.
I don't want to go in there. What the fuck are those doing over there, bro? Why is the stuffed animals over there?
Did you see it?
Sounds like you're 20 something years old and you got stuffed animals, so maybe that's an issue too. I want to check something real quick. So when he first went in to the hallway and the camera panned by the bathroom. Let's see, hold on. What is that? Is that just a towel? Okay, that's just a towel. Yeah, I wasn't certain about that. I thought it might be somebody like kind of pushing against the wall.
Bro, I don't want to go back there. I do not want to go back there.
Still, this technique
In
of
this room, bro.
not really looking into the room when you go in.
Dude, what was that? It was a freaking hand.
So yeah, hard to know on that one. It could be set up, but either way, it's like I don't have a lot of proof that it wasn't. It just seems kind of crazy having that hand there. I mean, it's just like somebody wearing black gloves or something, you know? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but who knows? All right, so this next one's a ring bell camera. I don't usually put any thought to these because they are known to have problems with people walking by because of how they store their memory. Um, Basically, like the things that don't move will just kind of be superimposed because it's saving data. But then when something moves, it doesn't necessarily activate correctly, so it only gets a weird kind of superimposed look or clear, like transparent. You can't really tell what's going on. So I usually just kind of skip over these. This one's kind of cool though, so let's check it out.
And when they actually checked over the footage, they saw something unbelievable. Take a look.
That's different. You can hear sounds of them walking up the steps, knocking on the door, and then gone. So that's, yeah.
A dark, transparent figure shuffles closer and closer to the camera before vanishing into the night. They had no idea what to think of it, wondering if it was some kind of camera glitch and someone was waiting outside. But when they checked, there was no one there. When they told their neighbors about the experience and showed them the footage, they told them the old tragic story of
All right. So there's backstory.
Stretch of road. Allegedly, back in 1948, a woman took her last breath in a car accident on that road just outside the house in Rochester Hills, Michigan. According to the locals, the figure in the video matched the description of the many sightings of her spirit walking up and down the road.
I mean, the clothing they're wearing, the hat, and all is reminiscent of yonder years, maybe the 40s, 50s. I do posit this though that maybe they superimpose this image of this person with secondary software of them walking up and just with the sounds. I mean, that could be easily done. You could just mask out stuff. I mean, at that point, they could just mask out that character walking up, and then they can set transparency to really low so that it's just barely there. But I don't know what they think of this one. Obviously I'm going to be a little cynical about these kind of things, but I mean, it could go either way. This was a good one. Okay, so this one I'm not thinking much of it, but this will be the final one for the episode. And yeah, just take a look. I think this is kind of a waste, like filler, waste of time. But they put this as their number one, which you would think the best one would be number one, right? But I don't know. You decide, right?
It was late at night, and he noticed something in the carriage.
Okay, I don't see anything scary. He keeps focusing on that lady with the veil. I mean, the camera quality is really bad going through that window anyway, so. I mean, everybody's face looks fuzzy, you know? Yeah, I just don't see what they're trying to say here. Ooh, we saw an old woman. Old woman on a train.
Thing he did. A pale figure sits on
Oh.
the train in a dark veil, looking like they're off to a funeral. At first, Mark just thought it was either someone doing just that, or a goth just going about their evening.
Oh yeah, goth.
But the creepy thing is that Mark was riding the train with some friends and family, and when he went to point out the gothic passenger, they had no idea what he was talking about. None of the people he was with saw anyone dressed like that. The figure only appeared
Okay.
from Mark and his camera. So what could it have been?
So
Was it a
why
man
isn't
on the train? What if it's in
that on the camera? Why isn't it him talking to his family, friends, saying, "Oh, look, you don't see that"? I mean, that would make it credible, at least a little bit. So yeah, the whole thing is kind of crumbles for me when he doesn't show his friends and family freaking out that there's no one there, but he could see it on his camera phone. So yeah, to me, it just seems like the guy wants to get a few more followers, more likes, so he can pay his rent. Yeah, everybody's a content creator, so that one's pretty bad. But that's the last one for this episode. This is my first episode, so I know it's a little rough. We'll get better as we go along. If you guys have suggestions, please, send them to me. I will try to debunk everything. It'll be fun. It's fun for me. So yeah, like and subscribe. Come back, hang out next week. I'll try to do another one. And yeah, I'll see you then. All right, take care.